Last time on Lawful Stupid.
And so, you find yourselves sitting in the Iron Charger Brewery, speaking with the Ram of Bastia, discussing a job for your future. These two need to get back to Rombius. A dwarven man walks in wearing simple clothes, and he walks up. He turns to Ramel, and he kind of whispers in his ear for a moment. Ramel goes, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
You okay?
Yes, it's a bit of an issue.
What's an issue?
They've deployed one of the hounds. All the ports are going to be closed down until the inspection's complete.
Delmor is like physically distressed.
Some sort of flying ship. Eventually, either the hound will find what it's looking for, and it'll remove it, or the cost of shutting down the ports for whatever period of time will grow greater than the risk associated with whatever threat, and they'll open the ports again.
So what do I do till the hound leaves?
I suppose we don't have a choice but to lay low for a few days.
And you guys awake in the morning, well rested. The dawn greets you. Birds chirping. Seagulls. Squawk, squawk. Squawk, squawk.
Fucking birds.
Oslo staring menacingly out the window, holding a short bow. Arrow knocked.
That's what Gary wakes up to.
What are you... What?
Fucking birds woke me up.
Oh, shoot, no. I would have woken up before Oslo to... unless I wake up.
Oh, yeah, you would have.
You stepped outside to powder your nose.
And now I'm back.
And you came back and she's just...
Don't threaten seabirds. It's very bad luck. Just leave them
But
alone.
they threatened me.
No, they're outside. What are they going to do to you?
Fucking birds. Assholes with wings. They think they're so good because they can fly.
I don't think they think much of anything, actually. Bird brain is a thing for a reason.
Well, that tracks too.
Just...
Alright, fine. And she climbs down from the window. Fine.
Good morning to you two.
You always get up so early.
Force of habit?
Yeah. When you have a bed, you could just enjoy it. It's nice.
It's my new pickup line. Both.
But, yeah. It's a combination of the two that really brings it
Depends on the lady.
Life on a ship is not exactly conducive towards sleeping in, if that makes sense. So I've just had a lot of practice in getting up early.
Well, I'm hungry, so let's go get food.
All right.
Oh, wait. I'm not here.
Where are you?
Can you go get me food, Barry?
Yes, what do you want?
I'll just throw these over easy eggs into my bag.
Carrie just sliding eggs into her backpack.
Scramble them there.
Ah,
I'm saving these for later.
Yeah,
she pulls out a Tupperware container.
Fantasy Tupperware! Yeah,
Where all your meals are fresh.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. I'm just gonna go downstairs and get probably like a total of 6 eggs or something.
You ain't from around here, are you?
5 eggs.
I'm a
5
grown
eggs.
girl. Yeah, just...
Oh. Yeah. I'm not gonna roleplay the fucking waitress.
Not again.
I didn't think so.
You get 47 eggs. It's fine.
That's a lot of protein. Yeah, I'm just gonna get some eggs and bring them upstairs when we eat breakfast.
You have 8 raw eggs.
I mean, also we'll eat that.
Won't stop Oslo. She's a predator. Most Oslos get their meals by sneaking into birds' nests.
Sure. I mean, she would just crack her. She's a little oviraptor. She'll eat it.
Eggs are so crunchy.
Everybody meets up for breakfast. Everybody eats a meal.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep.
Podcast. Ready to play.
You make us eat breakfast every day together, which is really sweet, but you make us go through this.
You get French toast. It's delicious.
That's what I want. That's all I ever
I
wanted.
know. I can tell.
Would it be Tangerine toast?
Tangerine toast.
So that was a different thing.
No, it's still French toast.
Okay, that's
Fresh toast. France is on the mainland. We don't talk about it.
Yeah. Hey. So, Delmor, what time do they have breakfast? It's important I ask this question.
8 a.m.
Would the shops be open prior to that?
Probably not.
Okay, that's fine.
But
Don't worry about
but they might be opening up. You might be able to like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I have desperate need of 18 nuts and 14 bolts.
Well, I mean, I do need to go purchase something, and we don't need to make a whole thing about it, but I do need to go purchase stuff.
What did you purchase?
I need to purchase like some leathers and some like textiles.
He's making sweater vests for his boy.
Enough to cover a large four-legged machine.
Sure.
That's his pet name for me.
Yeah, enough.
It costs you about 3 gold.
Okay, done. Deal. Nailed it. I then cover Ryder as much as I can to make him look like essentially like a animatronic, like a badly, because I mean I'm not super great with I'm actually really good with fucking armor, but the goal is to make him look less like what he actually is and more like an animatronic kind of like sideshow situation.
Yeah. Fine.
I mean, you can tell me if I can't
Roll
do
a
it.
d20.
Okay.
Just roll it.
Okay.
As he stares at you intently.
And then I add.
No, just roll. Just tell me what the number is.
Okay. The dice has a 20 on it.
Fine. The answer is fine. You did it. Good job.
You did fine.
Okay.
Roll a natural fine.
Instead of having a robot dog, you have an animatronic dog. Which is there a difference? Who fucking
You have a
knows?
creepy
Well-
robot dog.
Well,
You
it's
got
gonna
Five
make a big
Nights at
difference.
Freddy's. Freaking.
Yes, let's think of the bear one.
You've got Dynamut. Oh, I remember
That's
Dynamut.
fine with me. I'm gonna finish breakfast or whatever. We agree. And so should we, at this point, go talk to the Ram?
Do you have this thing downstairs?
No, absolutely fucking not. Not yet.
Okay. I'm in the bag.
So it's just up in your room.
Currently.
I'm either in her
Are you
bag
gonna
or
pay
in
for
the-
another day?
No, guy. I'm trying to. Can we just like have a conversation before we
Sure.
worry about that? I'm going to introduce
It's only
him
8
to
o'clock.
everyone.
Checkout's 11 o'clock, Rose.
You're right.
Right.
I'm
We
so
have time.
sorry.
Yeah. So we should go visit the Ram. Yes.
Yes, his messenger should be back by now, I believe. Get more information.
Well, point of order then. Can I just have everybody in my room for no reason?
Erotic.
I don't know what they do on your island, but thanks. That's a good
I
compliment.
have a friend who says that often, and I figured I didn't know if that was the right time to say it as well.
It works. But no, really,
Who
I
do
need
you
to
know
show
besides us, Finn?
My mama and papa. I don't know what I
Your
actually call
mama
her.
says erotic all the time.
She does. She's my
I'm going
best
to
friend.
compete, Mom. Erotic.
Do your best. Heart of the lion.
Heart of the lion.
That's not the only thing.
Lion
That's
of the
part
ram.
of the lion.
What?
Is Barnabas with us?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if he was invited to the family
Yeah.
meeting.
I mean,
What is
you
in
guys
your
are
room?
best friends. Aren't you guys not best friends?
Well, we're far from that. Well, listen, it's probably better I show you and we don't talk about it out here. He's like nervous and kind of like smiling because he's fucking happy as hell, but still pretty nervous about all this.
Perfect. I immediately stands up.
This is probably actually the only time you've seen Delmor like genuinely happy since you've been around him. Like he is smiles. He's paranoid, but not nearly as paranoid. But like he is just all types of like giddy.
He's still paranoid, but he's loving it.
That's true. He's still paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go now.
Okay, great. So I lead them into my room where a giant, I mean, he's not giant, he's medium sized. He is 6 foot tall, essentially. like he's big.
Like his back stands that high?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure based on the art, he's bigger than him.
Do you like? So I'm like 6'3". I imagine he's just.
I don't
shy,
think he's
like,
6 foot tall at the back.
Let me check.
I would think maybe like 4 feet might be.
Maybe 6 foot tall, snout to tip, like tail to snout.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Like where his head would be, like if he was like on all fours, his head would be like the 6 foot mark. So I guess his back would be like 4.5.
Gosh, that's.
He's still big.
It's
He's
still
bigger
really
than
tall.
Delmor. Yeah, he's
It's not hard to be bigger than Delmor.
well. Hold on now, hurtful. But for point of order, Delmor is 3 foot 8 inches tall. So this thing is like he's like bigger than Delmor for sure.
Sure.
So when you come in there, there's a essentially we'll say 4 foot even at the back. But wolf. Devin's standing up, like doing the math. a wolf, and covered in leathers and textiles, and it looks like a shitty animatronic. If any of you guys would ever be like familiar with that, and he says, "Okay, so meet Ryder."
You finished him.
I did. I finished him last night.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Puzzle pops out of the bag. Where the fuck were you hiding that thing?
He was working on it on the ship.
I pull out the cube, the bottomless cube, in here.
Oh.
What the fuck? What?
It is a hound.
You made one of the hounds. Are you gonna make that hound fight the other hound?
Make him fight in a pit.
What? Whoa,
My name's Finnegan.
wait a
I'm here
minute.
for the ethical treatment of animals.
It is what we in my country.
Wait. No, we will fight the hounds if we have to, but that's not the plan.
See?
100% not the plan to engage them directly if possible. But he's here. He can help us. He can protect us. Well, protect me, but us total.
Is he not quite sure how to say the thing I want to say? I'm gonna just like hold out my hand toward him a little bit.
Yeah, and he's for the most part, he's gonna act just like a wolf would. Like he's designed that way. So he would get closer, and you would he would go to put his snout to your hand, and where you would think like sniffing would occur, it sounds like sniffing, but a little more robotic. Like you kind of hear like servos. Yeah, you can hear servos twist and like spin. Not that she would necessarily know what that means, but that's kind of the sound. It doesn't sound like a wolf, but it's an imitation.
Just ginge awake at 4 a.m. trying to make fucking robot sniffs.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like the fucking vacuum? No, that's not close enough.
No, not good. Gotta put that through a filter.
He's like letting a drill go under a cushion. Is that too much cushion?
Is this it? I don't know.
I too want to like pet the back or like touch the back.
Yeah, you super do, and it's like covered in leather right now. And normally this thing, for the listeners, normally this is like you saw him in the person. He's metal. He's armor pieces. He's somewhat clockwork in nature for the pieces you can see that are under armor. He's a fucking iron defender is what he honestly is. So like he's a metal wolf, robot wolf, and it's sentient.
So as soon as it gets close to Perry, Oslo jumps out of the bag and gets closer to the door, like, not the way she was with the bird, but she's still, like, edgy about this very large thing.
Yeah, and Delmor walks up and puts his, like, hand on the back of this wolf rider, and he says, yeah, it's fine. He's not going to hurt you.
He looks
This is amazing,
he
Delmor.
looks like an animal.
It's incredible.
He is an animal.
But you built him.
He's just a robot. He's mechanical in nature. But he's sentient.
It's incredible.
Aren't you, buddy? And I like rub behind his ears, and you can kind of see it, like his ears move and twist.
You made an animal.
Yeah.
Okay, where to?
No, awesome.
Do we take this? Do we want our friend to see Ryder? Do we now? This is a very large creature. We are going to stick out like you say, hurt finger.
Well, Finn, let's talk. He's a medium-sized creature, just so everyone's following. But yeah, I tried to disguise him, but honestly, it's a fat chance of me not being near him. We go everywhere together.
You say this as if you have had him for a long time, but you only just made him last night.
Oh, that's not true at all. I've been working on him for a very long time.
But he's been in pieces.
No, yeah, well, this right now, he was not always. He and I have been together for years.
So why did you take him apart in the first place?
That wasn't necessarily by choice.
Everything is a choice.
That's fair. Everything is a choice, but some choices are forced. Some things are the illusion of choice.
That is very
For
wise.
instance, you could run away from the Alliance and hide, or you could go turn yourself in and hope for the best. But honestly, the odds of illusion of choice, right? Die or not die.
That is the question, whether it's nobler in the mind except for the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
That makes it sound like we're gonna die either way.
Die or not die? Anyways. Yeah. So he stays with me.
It's going to be
Good.
a tall order not having him attract attention.
That's fair. But honestly, most people aren't going to worry about it.
Weren't you the one who said that a tiny dragon is real noticeable in a city?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that this is real noticeable in a city?
Not in this city, no.
What makes this city different?
It's Alliance controlled. This isn't exactly technology that they haven't seen.
Yes.
And just because you're not familiar with it doesn't mean they aren't.
It's still not weird or easy to point out to say, oh yeah, there was a gnome with this giant wolf thing.
Yeah, probably not helpful to have Ryder walking around. I can't stress enough that it's a lot less helpful to not have him with me.
Are the Alliance hounds also mechanical or made of metal?
Yes.
So you
the
are
hounds
familiar
are
with-
hunters.
Oh.
So when you say the hounds, when people say the hounds, they get their name for these.
So this is a common friend that the vested have?
No. To be clear, the vested see animatronics and other technology like this, so it's not unheard of or impossible for these to be a thing, but the hounds, the ones meant for battle and for war and for combat, that's a little more rare. So hence the leather and textiles and an attempt to hide his true nature.
To blend in.
Delmor, were you a hound?
That is a good question.
He pauses. He pauses when you ask him that, because this is something he hasn't had to deal with in a very long time. Somebody actually asked him that, or he hasn't been able to deal with it. Period. I think he looks down and looks at the floor, and he says, "Yes."
I don't know what to ask you right now. This seems very awkward.
I thought you held in your heart the same animosity towards the Alliance as we did.
He kind of looks up and like determined and fierce when you say that, and he's probably angry, like really angry that you would say that. And he says, I do more than you'll ever know.
We have to talk one day about why. You haven't been straight with us.
Okay, you saw a flying ship.
I did.
You haven't exactly been straight about that, or any of your pasts. If anything, I've been very honest about who I am.
Why is...
I told you I was vested as soon as that was important. I told you as a story for another time. I've never outright lied to you. But if you want to persecute me for the absence of truth or not telling my entire story, the three of you are no different.
I am an open book. And I trust you, Delmor. I don't think she means to say you are a bad person. Just that we did not know. Not that I even really understand what that means.
Of course. Just like I don't know Oslo's sordid past, I don't know Perry's sordid past, and I don't know your entire story.
I asked because it makes sense as to why you would understand how they work. It's either you are one or you were chased by one.
I was one. And it's that very reason that I don't like the Alliance today. It's that very reason that murdering a guardsman is so distasteful. So you all can trade lives. That's fine. I refuse. I've done enough of it already.
Let's go talk to the Ram.
Yes.
What is Barnabas's reaction to hearing that Delmor's a hound?
Make an insight check.
Yes. With a +0, I have a 13.
Hard to read. He kind of goes wide-eyed when you unveil Ryder for the first time, but other than that, you can't really get a good beat on how he feels. You could ask him.
I'll look at him. Barnabas, you've been quiet.
I don't have much to say. I knew you were vested. You already told us that much, so this is not a huge leap from that.
All right, fair.
I used to take coin from the Alliance.
We all make mistakes, I suppose. I've made more than probably most of you.
To Ramel's, then?
Yep.
And you guys head over to the Iron Charger Brewery.
In the bag.
On the way there, do I notice anyone giving a second glance to Ryder?
I mean, yes, it is a large animatronic figure. It draws attention.
I'm gonna just scowl at him.
Make it
I
worse.
never-
Your natural friendly disposition doesn't allow you to.
You just look like you're like eating something sour.
You woo at them.
I'm big and scary.
Ah!
Rar. XD Rar. So you guys head. You guys are led in and led downstairs to the cellar where you meet again with Ramel.
Do you have any updates on the hound in town?
No, I do, yeah. You wanted to know which one. We hear it is the one they call Jackal.
Jackal. Is there anything specific we should know about Jackal?
He's takes more pleasure in his work than the rest of the lot.
Ramel, I think there is something we should tell you.
Okay.
Fen, sorry to interrupt real quick. Jackal is the hound here, or he's leading the hounds?
Jackal is the hound here.
And sorry, Fen, I really will let you get to this. I'm just a point of order.
No, you do what you need to do.
He's the only one?
He is the only one, yes. Since we've been monitoring them the last year or so, they pretty much haven't been together.
Interesting. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Yesterday you mentioned that there were 2 guards that were killed. We may have been present for their deaths, but we are not responsible for both of them.
For both of them?
Yes, the 2 furbolgs that we were traveling with killed the one captain.
They were Goliaths, but go ahead.
Whatever. I don't know them.
Ben is taking a turn on his love for nature and stuff. Fight them in the pit, whatever they are.
The other was at our hands. And I'll look over to Barnabas and say, he was protecting us from the other god.
And they exchange, Ramel and the Baron Barnabas kind of exchange a strange look. Ramel kind of looks at him quizzically, and Barnabas kind of just shrugs sheepishly. Okay. Well, I'll be honest. I knew that. Thank you for telling me.
We did not want you to have a untrustworthy relationship with us to start off.
Fair enough. Found out some other interesting things.
Go on.
What's that?
About your friend here, Emmerich.
Emmerich?
Look around.
I nod.
Delmor.
What?
Yes.
Common name?
Oof.
I'm gonna
His face scrunches when you say that.
pull out the one.
I can see you didn't bring your partner there yesterday.
Well, he leans in excitedly. To be fair, he wasn't built, but he is now. Look at him, he is wonderful.
I want to pull out the wanted poster I pulled out yesterday and just casually hand it to Delmor, not looking at him.
Looks at it. Only one vested badge. That doesn't seem appropriate. I thought it was worth 2. He pockets it.
So, who wants to play the fun little game of trying to figure out what a hound could be doing on my island?
I will play.
What's the prize?
Depends.
Well, it depends on if I want to play or not.
Got any guesses there, Emmerich?
Well, that's again. Firstly, common name. Secondly, what's the prize?
My trust.
Oh yeah, they're here for me, man. 100%.
Thought so.
Well, hey, to be fair, I warned everyone they weren't here for the gods yesterday. It's pretty clear on that.
How do they know you're here?
Well, honestly, they probably. That's actually a pretty good question.
Because he wears fucking wolf armor.
Well,
And
okay,
it doesn't mean anything to me or to you, but when it gets to certain ears, it means a lot.
Okay, to be fair, though, they would have had to have been following me for a while, or the jackal would have had to have been in the area.
Well,
Or
that's
we
the other
would've-
thing.
Or we would have had to have it run in with the Alliance a couple months ago.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have no, that's bad. They wouldn't have been able to follow us to the menagerie.
That doesn't mean anything. He still saw you. They all saw you. They almost killed you.
Yeah, well, okay. First of all, agree to disagree. Second of all, we were at the menagerie. They wouldn't have found us.
We weren't at
The guards
menagerie.
from your little run-in on the road did notice, though. You can wear a cloak. When you get scrutinized, sometimes folks notice that. And sometimes when they report to their superiors, they notice. And sometimes when they put that in an official report, which gets reviewed by the hounds.
Okay, so to be fair, it's the first time they've done their own paperwork in forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty unlucky. They also used to travel together too, so things have changed a little.
Yeah. And
On
as
the
for
bright side, it's just a jackal.
Yeah.
Like, he's like the least of my worries. I mean, to be fair, not great. But of the choices, not worried about him as much.
maybe you can handle him, but he's also the fucking jackal. So every innocent man, woman, and child in between where he set foot on this island and you should be concerned.
Well, yeah, no, like I said, to be fair, it could have been way worse. So as far as stopping him, I'm not nearly as worried about the jackal.
Well, that's
if it's
good.
just him.
I'm very glad you're not concerned, because I have another job for you.
If you're going to pay me to stop him, I'm in.
Wow.
I don't want you to stop him, but I want you to go south, where my scout has assured me.
Elaboration, please.
I want you to go south, where my scout has assured me that there is, in fact, a flying ship captained by one jackal.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Confirm the report. Find out what information you can about this flying ship and make it back here. And hopefully, in the time that it takes for you to do that, the jackal can... Either he'll find you there and kill you.
Well, unlikely, but okay.
And then it's business as usual, and I find somebody else to take these guys to Rombius. Or the ports are open, and you come back and take these idiots to Rombius.
Oh, you don't want me to like blow up the ship or anything like that?
Yes. Well, actually, no. Because we might want to...
Suspicion?
That would be real
that's
noticeable.
fair. You actually might want to capture it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't...
I also just don't like the idea of him having a flying ship. That's... Granted, I'm not worried about the jackal's proficiencies. It's his proclivities that I'm mildly concerned about.
I told you there was a flying ship. Just very quietly under my breath. Just very quietly. I can tell you
Okay,
what's there.
yeah, you were right. That's fair.
That's to be determined. You...
Okay, cool. So, this is a job. I like jobs. Payment. Let's talk payment.
There's an extra 1,000 gold in it for you.
Oslo's eyes light up.
Just a piece?
No.
Hey, you can't get a yes if you never ask, you know? That makes sense. Okay, so you just want confirmation?
Confirmation, any information you can bring.
He, spins one of his oracles in his hand. Okay.
South.
Do you guys, have a problem with that?
As long as we don't die.
Well, listen, no promises for starters. For second, we've got this.
I'm interested in this magic.
You seemed confident you could kill the jackal.
No one said that.
You said, your eyes lit up. And you thought I was going to pay you to stop it.
You do get very excited.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You think you could capture him?
That is the goal.
5,000 gold if you can capture him and bring him to me.
You want him hot or cold?
He like laughs at him like hard, big, hearty laugh. If I capture him and bring him back here, you're going to need a lot more than 5,000 gold. Alive matters, yeah. He's not.
If you
worth
can bring
much
him back
dead.
to me alive, 5,000 gold, and each one of your crew members, citizenship of Romulus.
I can do with that.
That's more interesting. Actually, Finn, you that's not a small thing. It's one thing to visit, it's another thing to be welcomed there. Interesting. Well, if I can manage to capture him, those are agreeable terms to me.
Sure. And if you die, once again, I'll just hire somebody else to take these idiots back to Romulus.
You know, you keep stressing that, and I'm not worried about it.
It's just...
Yeah, it's reality. You know what? If you die of a heart
It's a
attack
win-win.
tonight from all this ale you're drinking, I'll be real upset when I bring back this jackal.
Sure.
I look at Grom. Was it Grom or Gore? What do you say is?
Gar, I think his name was. The
Gar.
assistant who's not in the room right there.
Oh, fuck, man. Never mind. All right, that's fine. Okay, cool.
But then
Yeah.
he walks in with more mugs of ale, though, and he's like, oh, here you go, and here you go.
Hey, man.
I was trying to yes and. I was trying to come back
Well,
around.
no, I just, like, if he wasn't in the room, I was going to be like, hey, man, you heard him, right? Like, so if he dies of a heart attack, don't... Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm good. Ready to go.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you said south. Got some particulars on that?
Not specifically, no.
Coordinates, town name nearby. I mean, they landed somewhere, right?
He was last seen in Tearsport.
Tearsport, got it.
That's where
Hey,
my
a
informants
weird
are.
question, and maybe this is a question for like at the end of a segment of some kind, but if you have a flying ship, why are you landing in a port? Or couldn't you land anywhere else?
I'm not sure, man. I don't have the
Okay,
specifics.
that's fine.
I feel like a flying ship is not going to be
cheers.
hard to see.
No. But it's not,
Oh.
like I said, we've gotten multiple reports of this ship. It's not like they're hiding it.
Yeah,
It's a little outlandish. Anyway, Tearsport was the last place, but he's obviously moving. He's on the hunt for you.
yeah.
So he's moving, so he might not be there. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Cool.
So south?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to get a cart? How far south is Tearsport?
Tearsport is the most southern point.
Yeah, we
of
definitely want to get a
Tangier.
car.
Yeah.
What a
I mean, we
sight!
could all just ride on the wall.
What a sight that would be!
Whoa! Hey!
He
No.
just jumps on immediately and like kicks. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care if you do it, whatever.
Hi ho, Chuck E. Cheese machine.
Yeah. Hey kids, it's your birthday. Happy. Yeah, can we go to a cart place? I want to find a cart place.
Entire
you go
to
to-
you only go to a used car place. I don't want to
You
do
go to
that.
I don't
Big
wanna go
Dan's
used
used carts, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing today, folks?"
But I don't. So hey, like to be clear, like I don't know the price of a wagon.
You better go in with a price or they're going to jip you because they're going to try to upset
Yeah, I
you.
know that.
Don't pay sticker price.
All right. Well, I'm just checking what I know as Delmor. Oh, they're not that expensive at all. I mean, well, they're not cheap. Hey, I want to go to a wagon renting place.
You want to rent?
I want to rent a wagon. Yeah, I don't like, and I want the insurance because this baby's probably not coming back in a few one piece.
I got insurance.
If I know what I know about us,
Knowing how
can we do the 30
well,
year?
last time we were around somebody, we killed them. So
Sure. So you go to you want to rent, not buy. So you're not going to Old Dan's used carts. You're going to Enterprise Cart Renting Services.
Yes, because they're going to pick us up, right?
They will, yeah. If you send the message
It's
spell or the
fantasy,
sending
Uber.
spell to them and say, "Hey, pick us up," but I don't think you guys have that. So you're probably going to have to go there.
Damn it. Ah,
Fantasy Uber, please give us 5 stars. Here's a soda pop.
Are we going to do a whole thing, or are we just going to get the car?
Yeah, we're doing a whole
Yes,
scene.
we're
You go to
gonna-
Enterprise.
I walk in.
Hey, and you see a young elven woman. She goes, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hello, we are looking to rent a cart for travel.
Okay. And how many in your party?
3 of us. I'm assuming Oslo or
I'm
4,
in the bag.
including.
right in the bag.
Cool.
It's not a cost per person. Just want to make sure I get you a cart that fits you.
Yes, 4.
Well, let's go ahead and get a cart for 6 in case we need to help people out along the way.
Okay, so you want a deluxe model? That's fine.
Whatever you say, honey.
And are you looking for the insurance today?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Well, yeah, I would hate to dent it. So
That covers everything except for natural disasters.
Natural disasters. Could you tell me a little bit about which ones you are meaning?
It'll cover any arcane damage. It'll cause any damage caused by collision or road. It'll cause any acts of property damage or arson. But it won't cover like a
Earthquakes.
storm, getting struck by a lightning bolt, the wrath of an angry god. Anything like
oh,
that.
that's fine. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And it will
But,
cover
I mean,
the
to
other
be
person's
fair,
injuries.
It will. Yes, you have liability
Okay.
insurance with that as well.
Good. We don't have many things on my island, but insurance is one that we
Liability
certainly do. Very
I know
important.
nothing of these. I am an insurance
Your
salesman
world's
from the Pulasa Isles.
Well, that's
Okay, perfect. And do you have a preference in color? We have oak, we have cherry, we have
the trees that you have just outside of town.
we have magewood.
Is that what they are called?
Yeah,
Do you have one from in a magewood?
yeah, of course. It's kind of fancier, but
Can't take you serious.
fine.
What is
But
the
you
price
take me
difference?
seriously.
What is the price difference between, say, the least
It's
fancy
a flat,
model and magewood?
it's a between an oak and a magewood. It's a flat 10 gold difference.
We will take the oak.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We all have to stay within the budget. Gotta pay the bills.
Oslo's got her little notebook out inside of Harry's bag, just like listening.
It's a very good record keeper you have in the bag there. I have X-ray vision. Yes, and may I say,
Wait, what are you talking about?
your penis, sir. All of your naked bodies. My name's Molestia, by the way. So you want the oak?
Yes, please.
And what kind of beast of burden would you like?
Options are obviously a horse would be fastest. Do you have something faster?
Oh yeah, we have lots of things faster than horses. It's just I don't have an idea of your budget, but we do have some flying beasts available. They're very, very fast. We do have also Pegasi. We do have
Saberlion.
some drakes, and we do have saber lions.
At the word
When you
Drake,
say-
Harry's bag shuffles.
When you say flying creatures, they can actually take us into the sky, not just hover above the
It
ground.
depends on what the weight on the card is, honestly.
What is the
I
maximum
think
capacity for a single Pegasus?
we're talking on an oak
Yes.
with six passengers.
Yes. Average,
I don't think-
average 200
I don't
pounds.
think it could get much higher than 20 feet.
And 2
Single
Pegasi.
Pegasus, then you're bumping it up a little bit. Then you could probably get about 60 feet in the air.
Ben, this is all great, but we don't need a flying cart.
Drake,
Okay.
from the bag.
You fucking might. but
I
okay.
hear.
I'm trying to gather my options here.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't pressure me, Delmor. This is a very intense thing.
Now,
we
are
doing.
you going to want insurance on the beast as well, or just the cart?
Just, I look back, I'm sure.
I thought you cared about animals.
I will take care of them. I can handle them. No insurance.
No insurance on the beast. Okay.
I will care for them personally.
And what beast did you want to go with?
We will just go with horses.
Horses. Okay.
Yeah, if I shoe them myself, is there a discounted rate for shoeing
Oh, they
them myself?
already come shoed, and you have to return them as fed as they were when you.
That's easy.
They eat only the finest oats, no grass.
Still fine with me.
Okay.
So if I feed them myself, what is the rate if you have to feed them upon return?
If I then it's 2.5 the normal rate of oat expenditure.
Oh my god.
Acceptable.
Acceptable. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go with horses in the oak with insurance on the cart, but not on the horses.
Last
and-
question. Sorry,
Sure.
I apologize.
No, that's what I'm here for.
So easy pass. Is it come with the cart, or do I need to just stop and is there lines along the way for tolls to pay along the way?
We have nothing to do with any tolls,
Perfect.
but make sure you don't run them because they'll get you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hear there's a hound out there. They'll probably hunt you right on down.
So it a total comes to
The total is going to come to, and she starts moving her fingers in like what you would recognize as a typing gesture, and little illuminated circles of light appear in front of her as she does that, and she goes, "That will be." And how long was the rental for?
I guess we only needed.
Do you just want me to give you the weekly rate, and you can settle
Yes.
it up later?
Well, the daily and the weekly. Because I know
There's
daily
different-
would probably be more
there's- well,
expensive.
there's-
Yes.
Yeah, there's different rates. Yeah,
Let's hear your daily rate, and then weekly
daily
rate.
rate's going to be 10 gold a day.
10 gold per day, and weekly, I'm guessing 60 gold.
No, it's actually only 30 gold a week.
Oh,
Way different. It's way more expensive for the daily.
this place is great.
Thank you.
Do we want to do weekly rate? Do we think we need a week? Probably, yes.
Yes.
It's honestly, it just go for 1 week anyway, and if you turn it in early, it's still cheap.
Thank you so much. And what is your name again?
My name is Cynthia.
Cynthia.
That
You.
was not what you said in the video.
What is it? What did I say?
You said
Molestia.
Molestia because you were talking about his dick.
Oh, Molestia. You're right. My name is Molestia. Thank you.
Molestia, you have been very
The
kind.
voice in the backpack.
Yeah, if you have the time, if you could fill out this scroll, it basically it's going to rate on a scale of 1 to 5 horses. How well that I've done today for you in various categories, and you could put that right there in the bin there, and it really helps a lot. We had a contest going, and whoever gets the highest score is going to get a week's paid trip to Floss Isle. Wonderful new resort destination just opened up. It just got taken over by the Alliance. They bulldozed all the natural structures and they put up a resort.
No! I leave immediately and go back home. I'm out of the podcast for the foreseeable future. Thank you.
It's murdered by the Alliance.
If I could just see your arm, sir.
Does it matter which one?
Whichever one you prefer.
Looks.
She chopped
Has
off.
never been asked such a serious question. It gives right arm.
She grabs your wrist, and that kind of where she was doing those multicolored lights, they form like a band around your wrist, and she goes, "Yeah, that's just gonna ensure that you don't have to pay anything right now, but because you're doing the weekly rate, just gonna ensure that you come back."
Excellent. Oslo, can you hand me the 30 gold, please? And I'll put my hand in the bag. Like, hand
I
open.
thought you said we had to pay.
Oh,
No,
nothing
you
down?
don't pay until you come back.
No
'Cause it's
deposit?
Yep, based on how many weeks. No, she gestures to your wrist. I'll handle it.
So she just nips your finger.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we best be on our way. Thank you, Cynthia Molestia.
thank you. You're very welcome. Have a great day. Your cart's that one right there, and she points out to it in the lot, and there's a lovely. Oh wow!
Already warm. Thank
Square
you.
wheels. You didn't specify.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I want a wagon with circle wheels, not squares. And I don't want any upgrades like a horny ox. And I want it for free.
For free. All right, that's it. We got it. That was probably the most fun I've had on the podcast.
Okay, good. I'm glad I could help.
No.
That
can't
says
actually-
volumes about our entertainment, but okay.
No, I'm kidding. So that was very. I don't know if it's because I travel a lot and Shane probably travel quite a bit. Like, have to deal with crap.
Yeah, this is
all the time.
an accurate representation of what Fantasy Enterprise would be.
I didn't get to contribute at
By
all
the way,
because you have
thank
to be
you so
25
much to
rent a car.
Enterprise Car Rentals for sponsoring this episode. I have a note right here from Enterprise Car Rentals. It says, "We do not molest our customers. Thank you very much."
It's a weird note for them to say ahead of time.
They knew. They were aware of who they were dealing with.
Whoa, gosh.
Whoops-a-daisy. All right, so you guys want to name these horses or anything else you want to do?
No, they won't be around long. I'm guessing. So
Yeah, you didn't get the insurance, so that means they're certain to die.
I'm gonna. In my
If
own
you don't
mind,
get the insurance,
maybe-
that's Murphy's Law says they are certain to die.
in my own mind, their names are Port and Starboard, but I don't tell anyone.
I feel
I
like
was
I've
just saying
seen.
Canter and Banter. One just
Oh my God.
he hauls it the whole
One of
time.
them
Renee's all
is a talking horse and says, "Oh, Flanagan,
Oh God.
He's a big fan.
Flanagan! Oh my! It's been so long. You don't remember me?"
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
Delmor's going to go to the wagon we rented, and he's going to have Ryder get up in there and like lay down.
Dink, dink, dink.
I mean, he walks a little bit smoother than that.
Nope, he goes ka-ching because he's pretending to be an animatronic.
I guess that's true.
Ka-ching.
I guess that's true.
He's basically Perry.
That's
It's,
true.
it's a much
It's a
quieter version of
mechanical
Perry.
Yikes! Ouch!
It's Perry with
Twist
the
the
silence.
Yep.
Damn.
Perry nat 20 is a stealth check. It becomes anyway.
So I feel like as soon as Perry gets into the wagon where Oslo won't be seen, she like pops out and like, "We could have added Drake."
Yeah, it would have been expensive, and flying is a bad
Right.
idea.
I was not a fan of this flying at all. Why was that even an option?
But that would have been so cool.
Next time.
It may come in handy to get on the flying ship, maybe one day.
Good point.
Well, except for it's a flying ship, you would imagine it as anti-air weapons.
When they didn't shoot us down.
Flat cannons.
Right.
I imagine people fly all the time. Why would they shoot down
no,
just a
no. People
random passerby?
people don't fly all the time. I cannot stress enough.
People don't rent Pegasi all the time.
Pretty sure it's not a common thing.
What you guys do know is you look off to the side and you see one cart that's made out of mage wood, and it does have two regular dappled horses with cardboard wings affixed to them. So maybe she was trying to upsell you. I don't know.
Hey, thanks again for sponsoring the show, Enterprise.
Once again, I have another note from Enterprise here. It says, "We don't swindle our customers," but I can't read that in good conscience because I've interacted with them before.
Yeah, so Delmor gets up in there, lays Ryder down, and his hood up.
My only experience with Enterprise Car Rentals was actually a delight when I got my car wrecked and I had to get a rental car covered by my insurance. So I really don't know what the prices were like, but they were just wonderful every step of the way. So.
That's nice.
Sorry, Enterprise Car Rentals.
I'm glad to hear it.
How long's the travel?
For 4 years.
Oh no!
4,000 years. So at a weekly rate, my goal. And also interest.
Real dead by then.
No. So you guys are dead. And everything's great. You guys ride. Barnabas goes, by the way, guys, I'm really worried about the rest of the crew. So I'm actually going to go back to the ship because I've kind of done my introduction thing. And transparently, Shane really doesn't like DMPCs. So I'm just going to go back to the ship.
Quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Shane?
Make a religion check.
That's funny.
I think it's fake. Guaranteed. I don't even need to look at the roll.
Yeah, I don't even need to look at the dice. It's fucking made up. No,
But it was a 19.
Yeah. You guys can drop Barnabas off on the way. And that's what we're going to do this episode.
Oh, he's on the way. So we docked in the southern area.
Well, no, as far south as you would go, he'll go the rest of the way.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's how the episode.
It's a fantasy car rental and dropping off our friend.
Speaking of riders being built and saved and loved, the roll for humanity for this episode is going to be the Wolf Sanctuary. Again, that's what they get these wolves that are close to becoming extinct, and they try to raise them and love them and then release them back out into the wild, especially like the critically endangered species. And so the roll for this month is going to be a digital, $9 in the Wolf Sanctuary. You can see the link in the show notes, and if you want to go donate monies, you can do that as well.
Idiots.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you can do that by going to store.lawfulstupid.org, and you can get some sweet merch, like a Lawful Stupid logo shirt. You can get the classic, you can get the Sapphire Seas version. They're so nice, and it's an easy way to support us and also rep the brand, rep the show.
Rep the brand.
And if you also want to support the show and you love coffee or you love dice, then hey, if you love coffee, go to Found Familiar. Oh, no, sorry. Go to our website, click through that link to Found Familiar. We get a little taste of that because we're going to buy more coffee.
Or in the show notes.
Or in the show notes. Also an option. Probably the show notes. Probably easier. And then, or you can go to Critical Dice and you can sign up for the Endless Bag of Dice. And let me tell you, it's endless. I have so many dice from there. It's awesome.
The one thing about the Endless Bag of Dice is it does not end.
It does not end. Bottomless
as long as
dice.
you're willing to pay. And if you use the Lawful Stupid coupon code, you get that first month for free.
For free?
For free!
Wait, how much does it cost?
It's free.
Oh,
if you put in that Lawful
just-
Stupid code.
Just pay shipping.
Well, hey, listen. Free. Ding! Anyway.
Thanks, Enterprise.
Thanks, fucking Enterprise.
Enterprise charging shipping on things.
Yeah,
No.
speaking of Found Familiar coffee, sometimes I just need to pick me up. And when I want someone to pick me up, I call Enterprise.
Take more shots for your show. Enterprise.
Segue.
If you just want to use the Lawful Stupid coupon code at Enterprise, you will get denied.
It just says, you listen to Lawful
We don't
Stupid?
want your money.
We don't trust you.
That's a weird code to put on the website. That's fine.
Build your website. It was built with Squarespace. Hey, do you like Squarespace?
We are just really just making some outlandish claims.
It's
Just
Why
sponsorship
don't we have sponsors? Oh, because we make fun of them all.
constantly.
We already pretended that we had all the sponsors, so the sponsors listened and said, oh, I guess we already sponsored them, so we never made an offer.
Well, then they shit on them the whole time. That's fine.
Speaking of sponsorship, though, there's a segue. There's a segue if I ever saw one. I have yet another joke because I'm comedy gold. What spell does a warlock cast to scare off dementors?
Patronus.
Something last year.
Expecto Patronus. Yeah, it's not my greatest work.
It's pretty solid.
It's bad. I'll workshop it. if you feel like supporting the show, other than our affiliates and buying a shirt and all that, you could just straight up give us money, and in exchange, we'll give you rewards. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's what patronage is. Listen, don't look at me like that. We offer tiers for patronage. At just $1 a month, you get access to lots and lots of bonus content. If this hour-ish a week of fantasy car rentals is not quite enough for you, that's an option for you. At different tiers, you can grant us inspiration or desperation, which is a terrifying concept, or even get to listen in. Yeah, I live in mortal fear every day of desperation. The $50 tier, you get to listen in on this recording session, which, let me tell you, I'm sure it's a treat beyond measure. So if you feel like supporting the show with that, go ahead, head over to
patron.lawfulstupid.com.
Thank you.
It's in the show notes.
I'm so sorry, my friends, my dear friends, that I have not learned the URL yet. We'll get there.
Earl, he's always confusing us.
Yeah, Earl is just a weird dude. Really? He says he's a duke, but then he's an earl? I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows.
He's the dude of Earl.
The dude of... The dude?
Oh my god. If you want to hear more bad jokes like this, or if you want to just, come hang out with other people who love Lawful Stupid, come join our Discord, where we have...
We'll be waiting for you. We missed the last episode.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. You've done it every other time. What?
Happy birthday.
What?
Happy birthday to...
Anyway, come join the Discord. Come hang out with people who love D&D. Come make bad jokes about the show. Come join the patron tier if you're already a patron, or if you want to be a patron. Cool stuff.
Fight a
Sound real
Wolverine.
convincing. It's great.
Yeah, it's good. It's
She's
great.
like, I'm sick and I've been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
I'm
about
very
right.
tired.
Hey, so I want to thank you for listening and tweeting about the show using the hashtag StupidCast. When you do so, that really, really means a lot because it exposes our show. I want to thank you for leaving iTunes reviews because it really, really exposes our show to more people, because algorithms are important in science and literature reasons. Hey, I want to leave you with this question. We all know what the speed of light is, right?
Yeah.
Speed of light is 186,000 approximately miles per second.
Yeah.
But what's the speed of darkness?
It's the opposite.
It's faster than light, because dark will always be there to
Faster
beat
than
the light.
lightness.
That's not scientifically accurate.
I mean,
I know.
as we all know,
I know now.
without a doubt,
Beyond a doubt,
the
the Kingdom Hearts
is dark.
is 186,000
Yeah.
miles per second. God damn it, we love you! Bye!